Welcome to the final episode in the series of From the Ground Up. I'm Bianca Miller-Cole, serial award-winning entrepreneur, Sunday Times bestselling author and founder of Hian Skin by Bianca Miller London. As any good entrepreneur will tell you, business often starts with a vision and a visionary, with big ambitions and a clear mission. Now that mission has to be executed with an appropriate team. And I have been able to do just that with Fiverr. Business has its twists and turns, and with over a decade of business experience, I have found that it doesn't matter where you might have gone to build a team. People will sometimes not be able to deliver on what they promise. But by having a global platform of experts with Fiverr, it enables you as an entrepreneur to build a team at speed and manage multiple stakeholders in building that team. Well, over the last 6 months, I have enjoyed doing just that. So let's revisit some of the goals I set at the beginning of this journey. The first one was changing our consumer skin for the better. The second, re-educating them on the importance of good ingredients. 3, giving our audience confidence in themselves. And number 4, selling products that solve a problem. And fundamentally building a brand with sales to match. Now, building a brand from the ground up isn't easy. There are a number of different things and stages that I had to go through over the last 6 months. So the first thing was, of course, the idea. Now, I shared with you my idea of building Hian Skin and creating a product that works. I was frustrated by the fact that I couldn't get good quality products that worked consistently and that were made from natural ingredients. And that is what I wanted to create with Hian Skin. I wanted to show our consumers that they could have it all now. Hian, have it all now, right? And that is what I did. And I utilized my Fiverr team to help me to build the brand identity, but also to work on the actual product creation and getting it out there to the market. And that's a really important part of any business journey. So if you didn't watch those episodes, I would encourage you to go back to revisit to see how I took that initial idea and start to crystallize it to make it a brand concept. Right? There's a difference between an idea and a brand concept. The idea is that thing that is sparked in you. The brand concept is how you now detail how you're going to make that idea a reality. Then next, I worked with building my team. And that meant working with a group of Fiverr expert freelancers to build the winning team that would help me to make this business idea a reality, right? And I want to run through the experts that I worked with, those who ended up being the final winning team. So let's start with brand identity. I worked with Sunny. Sunny did a great job at building the brand identity and helping me to really look at how I wanted us to show up as a medium-priced luxury offering. Then we worked with Mobians. They helped with web design. Then, of course, Gammalink working on copy to make sure that our website read well. So you've got Mobians working on the web design itself to make sure that visually it's appealing and that it actually works and actually translates to orders and so on. But of course, that copy is very important in creating that compelling opportunity for our customers to make a purchase. Then we worked with Aslito on photography. Really strong photographics of your product is so important because that's going to be used across various platforms, whether that's your social media, your website, Amazon, and so on. So that photography is really, really key. Then working with Sari on YouTube. So that YouTube channel, which of course is where you're watching this, right, is all about creating the opportunity to share and showcase the story. But of course, I have a YouTube channel for myself. I have a YouTube channel for the brand. And on the brand YouTube channel, that's where we would also hold all of our feedback and testimonials from our customers. So again, really important to think about how you utilize social media at your fingertips to get your brand out there to the masses. Then, of course, we have a QR code on each of our bottles, so it enables our customers to go straight to the website and to look at more information and so on, right? So that QR code was also created by a Fiverr expert, Texky guy, who was able to help me with that. SEO, of course, we made a final change of our SEO planning to working with Josh, and he is really helping us to make sure that our website is search engine optimized for success, to ensure that customers are able to find us even without knowing they need us, right? That is what SEO is all about. We had a banner made by Raki, and he helped us create the banner for our launch event. Then, of course, there was our phenomenal ambassador influencer team, right? They tried and tested the product and shared their videos and pictures to showcase how well the product works for each individual. So we had Holly, Kashiba, Boldmark, and Armilio3, and they helped me to really be able to share the story of the brand really early on. So we had our VA Sashana, so she helped with a lot of the organization in the early days of getting the right Fiverr experts and so on. Then of course, Google Adverts run by Digital Dasher, so he really helped to build the Google Ads campaign. Again, a really important part of getting the brand out there. Huta worked with us on the PR plan and writing our PR press release. That, of course, is very important. Then we had the email coach. So she has been working consistently with myself and the team to make sure we get an email out to our customers on a weekly basis. Then Amazon, of course, we had to engage a new Amazon expert at really the last minute to try and bring that Amazon back on course. And so we engaged Bali Malik, who has been really instrumental in trying to move our Amazon forward, right? Then our new social media manager, the Social Galaxy. Again, business is about evolution, and it's important to see when you need to optimize an opportunity. And for me, the social media team we had just wasn't working. So we've engaged the Social Galaxy, and she's done a great job at bringing the page back to where I want it to be. Now look, that was me building my winning team. And the journey of building a team is never easy. It doesn't matter where you're doing it. But what I found was by being able to do it on Fiverr, it meant I could rely on reviews, I could get opinions, I could ask questions, I could really start to have great conversations with each expert to take me on the journey to choosing the right person. But with any situation working with humans, sometimes that right person seems right at the beginning, but maybe not quite a right fit. And I love the fact that by having the platform, I could go and find new people and I could change people as the business grows. And that is very important. Now, along this journey, I've spoken about the importance of setting big goals. Now, fundamentally, my goal was to get this business to 6 figures in 6 months. So £100,000 within 6 months. Now, we are currently, as I'm filming, 3 months post-launch, okay? So 6 months for this total campaign of going from idea to reality to where we are today, but 3 months of sales, right? And it was important for me to set a clear objective as to what I wanted to achieve in that time. Now, whether you achieve it or not isn't really the point. The point is to have that clarity and that focus. And for me, it's not just about the money, it's also about creating products and brands that work for individuals. And so a really important part for me was the feedback. Now, we have had significant feedback from our customers, whether it's WhatsApps for people who know me personally, Instagram messages, people's stories, some people showcasing their washing journey and so on. Maybe it's pictures of people, before and after showing their skincare, it's video testimonials and so on. All of that feedback has been critical to how the brand has performed. Now, let's be clear. When we're thinking about the importance of feedback, I want you to know that it's not just about that warm, fuzzy feeling that happens when you get that message saying, Bianca, my skin has changed. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, right? That is nice. It is nice. I won't lie to you. It's nice. However, it's also about taking that feedback and using that feedback to garner more sales, because people want to see, people buy from people, right? People want to buy from people they know, like, and trust. And that trust factor definitely plays its part when they see feedback from real life customers. And so it's been really important for me to have that feedback. And I want to thank everyone that has fed back so far and who has shared their journey, who have taken pictures and so on. That has been really important. Now, you're probably thinking, that's all well and good, Bianca. Thank you very much for all that information about the feedback. But did you achieve your goal? Well, as I said, we are 3 months in from launch, right? I'm filming this right now in February. We launched in October, so 3 months exactly. And we have managed to achieve the following in terms of revenue. We have achieved £55,000, 55,751.01 pence. Okay, that is what we have achieved in terms of sales in 3 months. Now, I know that means we haven't gone to the 6 figures point yet, But we're not at the 6-month point yet either, okay? So my hope is that there are a few things that didn't quite happen as I had hoped. For example, Amazon. There are a lot of work that we need to put into Amazon, but also our ad campaign. The ad campaign didn't do what I hoped because I didn't know we needed to have those 50 reviews to really make a dent on Google Ads, right? Amazon, we had a few issues. There was a bit of a hiccup. We probably wasted 3 months on Amazon, and now we're having to really work hard to regain that time. However, we are on track. We are on track to achieving our goals, but more importantly, I'm on track to being able to help more people with their skincare. So let's talk about the outcome. Of course, we have achieved, in terms of updates, over £55,000 worth of revenue and a healthy sales projection based on the return rate of our customers. The average customer needs 3 months before they need to stock up again. So that means we have a great pipeline of customers. But we're also working on our future plans. Now, I think this is really important for anyone out there who's building their product-led brand. You want to think about what the future will hold. What else do you need to do to enable you to push your business forward? So for me, one of the key factors was speaking to distributors. Now, for you, if you are not aware that there are people out there who act on your behalf as a distributor agency, it is their job to get you into stores. Now, I'll be clear. When I first started Bianca Miller London and Hosiery, maybe 6 years ago now, right? I didn't know these people existed. I'll be honest. I went to the stores myself. I managed to get into Selfridges, Topshop, QVC, all off of my own back, right? Making contacts, building networks, pitching, and so on. But this time, I feel there is a change. The environment has changed, and therefore I need to be able to adapt accordingly. And so I was approached by a major supermarket, and we've had a conversation with them about the future of Hian Skin within that store. That's one option. But I've also engaged 2 different distributors looking at how we distribute product in the UK and in Dubai. And that, again, was a really important step for me because I want to ensure that we are able to get these products into the hands of more customers in more destinations. And so by being able to look at the UK market, and we have sent some products and we're having a conversation with quite a big online brand, that will give me an opportunity to have more reach and to be able to help more people. But also I have relationships in Dubai, so I'm looking at that as well. So always thinking about how I can further my reach. And we've been approached by a distributor in Ghana as well. So really interesting conversations happening. Now, I say this to say, the journey of being in business is not easy. I'm sure throughout this series, you might be thinking, oh, well, she's made it look very easy. It's not easy. I've had quite a few sleepless nights. I do have a few additional grey hairs, okay? But it has been so worthwhile because the journey has enabled me to create a brand that I truly believe in, a brand that genuinely works, and a brand that has changed and transformed the skin and confidence of so many people. And that is what I set out to do. The money, the financial side of it, that is just an illustrator of your success. That is a way to it's a metric really to be able to say, okay, I have achieved this number of sales. I've been able to help this number of people. But fundamentally for me, it was about providing an excellent product that works. And that is what we have done. So let me give you the checklist. This is a list of things that I think you need to think about in order to continue on this journey to success. Now, the first one is more of a comment than an item to tick off, right? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So often it can be so easy to watch series like this or to read books and have great ideas, but not get started. I would encourage you to start. You know, the journey that I have been on over the last 6 months, I have done a lot in 6 months, more than the average person would ever try to do in 6 months, right? So your journey may be longer than that, but you need to start. So the first thing you need to think about is having a good business idea. Do you have an idea that you are willing to commit your time and energy to? Do you have a business idea that you know will have the potential for growth and that you can focus in on? Make sure that business idea is good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough that you are able to take the active steps to making that business idea reality and engage the right experts to help you along that journey. The second one on the checklist is to rewatch this series to help you to build your business and build your winning team. You need to be clear about the instructions to give to that team. And that is really important. That is why this series is so important, because I share with you the journey of building that team, but also what to say to them. The next thing I want you to think about is the importance of being adaptable. If I'm really honest with you, I have known this for a very long time, and I've been in business over a decade. And I know that there are times where I let things go for too long. That I am like, oh, you know what, it'll get better. They'll do what they said, and so on. And actually, sometimes you just need to fail fast. And that means there are no passengers on my plane. If you are not contributing, then I am not going to keep working at that level with you. And that is okay. So adapt, change fast, work quickly, and understand the needs of the business. And of course, I want you to think about your version of success for your brand. What is success to you may not be the same as what is success for me. So I want you to really focus on what that version of success looks like for you. Write down what the goals are. What do you want to achieve and in what period of time? And what is success for you? What is that metric? Now, I want to thank all of you for joining me on this series so far. And in particular, I want to thank Fiverr. This journey is proof that you can take a small idea and make it happen. And this is just the start. The journey is not over. With Fiverr, I have been able to create a brand in 6 months that most people would take 2 to 3 years to produce. And if I can do it, you can do it too. It is possible. And that is all I want to say to you. Thank you so much to everyone that's been on this journey of building this brand from the ground up. It has been phenomenal. And I encourage you to focus on building your brand too, and to share the journey with us across YouTube and social media. We would love to hear about your business and how you built it from the ground up. Thank you very much. I'm Bianca Miller Cole, and it has been a pleasure.